Good morning, Brenner. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast and honestly sponsor. In the Parsha, we read about the fact that the Bnei Gad, Bnei Reuven, they wanted to be on the other side of the Jordan River. And the question is, were they justified in wanting to not be with the rest of the Jews and be in the better grazing lands on that part of the Jordan River? So Rav Aaron Kotler brings out the fact that he says that wherever Avraham went in the land of Israel became Israel. So wherever he put his foot on. He said the same thing happens with Yaakov. And you read Yaakov came to a place which he called Sukkosa. He built pens for the animals. He built homes for the people. He built the pens for the animals. It was called Sukkosas. That's what the Bnei Gad and Bnei Reuven were reclaiming, because wherever Yaakov stepped also became part of Israel. So they're reclaiming that. They have a lot of cattle. The Klei Yakar noticed that even though Reuven is the Bechar and Gad is not the Bechar, but during the conversations that they have, you find the Bnei Gad speaks out before the firstborn. So he calls it the arrogance of wealth. Because what happened is that the Torah makes it very clear that Bnei Gad had a lot more cattle than the Bnei Reuven, and therefore they felt they were richer, they were more affluent, so they felt there was Satameya at the day that if you have the money, they have the power. So you notice that they were mentioned first because they had the arrogance of power. And basically speaking, the Klei Yakar says that since physical wealth was their main goal, they're mentioned building proper fences for the sheep before building homes for their families, while they were all fighting for the land of Israel. However, Menachem ben Sion Zaks, he has like a long essay. He talks about the fact that we find this arrogance of money in today's day and age as well. That you find people who maybe not be sophisticated, may not be big Torah learners, but they're dictating the policies of the shuls, of the organizations. He calls it the arrogance of wealth. And basically, he concludes with the Gemara in Shabbos, which brings the pasuk in Mishlei, which talks about the fact on the right is the length of life, on the left is ocean of wealth and honor. So the Gemara asks the question, can't you have wealth and honor on the right as well? And the Gemara concludes that what the Shlomo is saying, you're right with Torah. If you study it faithfully, you can gain wealth and honor, and you also attain long life. However, on the other side of your coin, where you have just money and you have wealth and honor, it doesn't mean you'll have length of life. And this is reflected in Gad and Reuven, because who were the ones that were first driven out of the land of Israel were Gad and Reuven. So, interesting analysis how the power of money still permeates the age, which goes back to Bnei Gad. Have a wonderful day.